Good afternoon po, everyone. Kindly stand by na lang po as we are waiting for our presiding chair. Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to today's Back Bravo session. We are live streaming via YouTube. This is Catherine Barceliano from the Secretariat, and with the indulgence of everyone and the permission of the chair, allow me to conduct the roll call. Kindly confirm your attendance as I mention your name. Thank you. Acknowledging first the presence of our chair, Attorney Roberto Martin S. Buenaventura. Good afternoon,
Present.
sir. From with us is Brigadier General Ernesto Milo.
Present, ma'am. Online. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. Thank you po. Engineer Gary Hadi.
Present, ma'am. Online. Good afternoon.
Engineer Arnel Borlado.
Present, ma'am. Good
Good
afternoon.
afternoon, sir. Miss Jocelyn Ching. Joyce. From the end user, we have Ma'am Cheryl Walikan from MISD.
Present po. Good afternoon po.
Afternoon, ma'am. Miss Salvacion Santiago from Procurement Division.
Yes, good afternoon. Present. Thank you.
Afternoon po. From the TWG members, joining us today here are Engineer Florian S. Atienza,
Present, ma'am. Good afternoon.
Engineer Nordic M. Baez,
Present, ma'am.
Mr. Jomari Eligio,
Present. Good afternoon.
Engineer John Calya.
Present, ma'am.
From the Secretariat, with us is Ms. Sahara Teresa, Ms. Roxanne Diana Hadilonar, Ms. Rita Linda Pileo, Ms. Ana Danica Ibay, and Mr. Romar Pelibino. Present all online, also with us is Mr. Alfred Destura. Let's also acknowledge po the presence of our observer, Mr. Benny Deseo from IAS. With the majority of the back Bravo composition being present today, we have a quorum, sir.
Please proceed with the item of the agenda.
First in our agenda is the pre-bid conference for the project entitled Supply, Delivery, Installation, and Commissioning of CAAP Cloud PBX System with bid number 22-010-04 amounting to 2,450,000. This is a project of MISD under public bidding. May we call on Ms. Sherry Walikan, ma'am?
Yes, good afternoon po, sir. Good afternoon po, ma'am. Magpe-present lang po dun sa supply delivery installation commissioning of the CAAP Cloud PBX system. For the pre-bid, alam po na meron po magjo-join, ma'am, na tigalabas.
Yes, po. Maybe ask if we have a representative from our prospective bidders. I think, ma'am, walang representative from
Ma'am, pang
bidders.
online parang meron po kaming representative na online. Nandun na daw po sila sa waiting area natin.
We will check, ma'am, ha? Kindly hold on.
Online na, online.
Yes. Maybe request for Mr. Leo Margado to introduce yourself and the company you are representing. Good afternoon po, Mr. Leo Margado. Or shall we proceed po to Ms. Celine De Jesus? Ma'am, kindly introduce yourself po and the company you are representing.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. Celine De Jesus from Gerlavi Corp. I'm also here with Robert Borja and Dexter Gapus. Good afternoon po.
Thank you, ma'am. Mr. Jan Liangson, sir, kindly introduce yourself.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, Ma'am. John Leongson from PLDT.
Noted, sir. Thank you. From Nero Renovation, may we request a representative po?
Hi po. This is Niro Tado po from PLDT Bid Team. Good afternoon po.
Lastly, we have representative from PhilCom.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Ed Ruelo, representing Philippine Global Communication Inc. Thank you.
Can we call again Mr. Leonardo Margado, sir? Ma'am Cheryl Walikan, I think we can
Yes.
proceed na po for the
Pwede na tayo
presentation.
mag-proceed. Okay. Good afternoon po, everybody. Mag-proceed na po tayo. Pwedeng magpe-present lang, i-share ko lang po yung bid docs sa presentation. Saglit lang ha. Nakikita na po yung presentation.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Visible.
sige. Bali, this is a pre-bid for the supply, delivery, installation, and commissioning of the CAAP Cloud PBX system. So, sa page 8, ang copy po nito ay nasa PhilJeps and nasa caap.gov.ph, the official website of CAAP. So, dun sa page 7, yung invitation to bid, puntahan lang po natin, para stress lang po natin yung mga dates na kailangan. Bumaba. Ano ko na lang. JM ayaw bumaba eh. Yun. Yan, see. So, ang bid number niya is 22-010-04 Bravo. Ang ABC po is 2,450,000 supply, delivery, installation, and commissioning of the CAAP Cloud PBX system dito po sa Manila. So, ang delivery of the goods required for 180 days, including po yung services, pati po yung hardware. And then, remind lang po natin na ang opening po ng bids is on May 12, 2022, 2:00 p.m. Tapos, punta po tayo sa page 13 to remind lang po natin yun sa instruction to bidder section 2. So, page 13. Remind lang po natin dun sa sealing and marking of bids. Take note po dun sa mga magsasubmit po ng bids nila. Ito pong sealing and marking of bids na each bidder shall submit one copy of the first and second component of its bids. Tapos sa page 14, page 17. Page 17, yung sa bid data sheet, intindi lang po yung mga specific instructions dito po. So, makikita po natin sa 10.1 yung mga Class A documents at saka yung mga Class B documents. Kindly make sure na ang gagamitin po nating forms is yung nandun sa later part ng bid docs, yung mga forms na nakasulat po dito sa bid document na to. I-take lang down natin po na yung legal documents po such as the valid PhilJeps, pag-platinum membership, or this is an or, so kung wala po kayo nun, magbibigay po tayo ng registration of SEC, mayor's permit, tax deck, and also don't forget po dun sa technical documents po natin, statement of prospective bidders of ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started. Nandun po siya sa Form A, Form 1, Statement of Bidders SLCC, nasa Form 2 po. Original copy of the bid security. Ang bid security po yung price nandun po sa invitation, nandun po sa instruction to bidders. Tapos scheduled requirement conformity sa technical specification, nandun din po yung form. Sa Annex B, Form 3, original duly signed omnibus sworn statement, Form 4. Ang mag-i-include po dito is yung certification under oath attesting that they have no pending cases against the government, and legal clearance to be issued by CAAP, Enforcement and Legal Service with respect to the non-pending cases of the prospective bidders against authority. Nakukuha po dito sa CAAP office, sa office po ng Enforcement and Legal Service. Puntahan nyo lang po, tatanungin nyo sila, bibigay po yan. And then whatever bid bulletins na ilalabas po namin, this will be a part of the submission. Sa financial document naman po, yung prospective bidders, audited financial statement showing, among others, the prospective bidders' total and current assets and liabilities, stamped, received by the BIR or its duly accredited or authorized institution, for the preceding calendar year, which should not be earlier than 2 years from the date of bid submission. And then, yung susunod po is yung the prospective bidders' NFCC, the Net Financial Contracting Capacity. Then, pag pumunta po tayo dun sa TOR, so specifically, ito pong section na to, ito po yung bid security sa 14.1, 2% of the ABC or the 5% of the ABC, the amount of not less than 49,000, if bid security is in cash, cashier's or manager's check, bank draft, guarantee, or irrevocable letter of credit. The amount of not less than 122,500, 5% of the ABC, if bid security is in surety bond. Please take note of number 15. Each and every page thereof shall be initialed, signed by the duly authorized representative of the bidder. Submitted eligibility, the technical, and the financial documents shall be properly marked with index tabs or the ear tab and must be sequentially paginated in accurate order in the form example, page 3 of 100. Page number of last page of the document per envelope basis. Pagination should be sequential based on the entire span of the whole documents inside the envelope. Bid not complying with the above instructions shall be automatically disqualified. Each bidder shall submit 1 copy of the first and second components of the bid. The envelope must be addressed to the envelope should have the name of the project, name of the company, their address, and then the project they are going to submit, and then the telephone number and address of CAAP, including the bid number of the project. All the forms are included again at the bottom of, or the last part of this bid docs. The attached technical specification or the terms of reference for the supply, delivery, installation, of commissioning of CAAP Cloud PBX system shall be integral and inseparable part of the contract. Now we go to the terms of reference, page 34. Technical specification. So basically, the major component of the project would be the cloud PBX service, telephone handset for the cloud PBX, which are 300, interconnectivity with CAAP ATM, ATMC, and the PBX system, including Manila Tower, CATC, FICG, and Manila Transmitter with 5 Mbps transport link. And then the relocation and grooming of existing PBX IDF switches and rehabilitation of IO ports, if applicable. Migration of PBX fiber optic termination from old to new core switch, and PBX system administration training, PBX end user training, including the warranty support and the direct telephone subscription with handset. The general objective of this project is to procure an IP-PBX system managed service. This will help CAAP to save significant amount on its monthly phone service, enjoy a variety of VoIP features, real-time monitoring PBX system health and management of call activities, and lower operational and capital expenses. The components and the general specification, as general specification describe this is going to be just the basic specification, generic. Provider is requested. Please take note that the provider is requested to submit their offers with a detailed specification, drawing, catalogs, if applicable, for the products they intend to supply. All the functionalities and scope of the product to be supplied shall not be less than those required in this specification. This tender covers the supply, delivery, installation, testing, commissioning of an IP-PBX, and the requirements for the solution with the technical specification. So the following would be our requirement. That would be the project scope requirement, technical specification with proposed circuit design, service level agreement and warranty and support, methodology and work, minimum requirements, design and design of the cloud PBX and network system as per the requirement. So the scope of the development, the cloud-based PBX solution services shall be delivered at CAAP Central Office here in CAAP via dedicated 5 Mbps fiber transport link with below specs with the failover or redundancy. Then equipment or hardware shall be configured prior to the delivery, including the 300 units of IP telephones. This also includes radio MPLS, transport link for the 2 sites in CAAP. The via radio is the Manila Tower. This is located at Terminal 2. CAAP hangar, that is along domestic, Andrews Avenue, less than 1 kilometer, 1 kilometer radius from CAAP. And then Manila Transmitter or the CSIS facilities, this is located at the end of the runway near the Fort Bonifacio, runway of Manila International Airport. Then via Viber, we have yung CAAP Supply Procurement Building. This is inside the CAAP compound. So this is going to be via fiber. Yung fiber existing na. The fiber is already there. It's existing. So, tapos yung via internet, the CATC is located at the Merville, also at the end of the runway, yung MIA runway. Nandun po yung CATC namin. In addition, a link must be established between the existing standalone telephone hotlines network of ATMC with the new cloud PBX. Yung ATMC po, yung second building po ng admin building, this is also within the CAAP compound. May existing link na rin po, kakabit lang. I-join lang po. So this handset specification, standard generic specification for any handsets. Mahaba po kaya anuhin na lang natin. Standard lang po siya. Bidders, ito yung pinakadulo. Bidders shall provide a detailed proposal on how they shall fulfill the requirements. The proposed system should comprise supply and installation of, again, the PBX managed service, 300 units of IP phones, 5 Mbps or fiber transport circuit to link the new cloud PBX, 10 units of direct line at CAAP main office. So, ano po siya, direct line po siya, hindi siya kasama sa PBX. And then the migration, integration of PBX network system with existing CAAP network devices, rehabilitation of existing PBX I/O ports if necessary. Training must include setup, configuration for the administrators, and then client support and endpoints. 12 slots for the system administration and 20 slots for the end users. Ito yung usually po yung sa paggamit ng telephone. Warranty service units and support must be available 24/7. Standard po yun, not more than 4 hours response time for the time of report via email, call, SMS, and chat. Cloud PBX service account and 10 direct landline should be in the name of, importante po ito, na nakapangalan na po siya sa Civil Aviation Authority of the Philippines. The service account contract must be automatic renewal subject to performance evaluation. The provider must supply required software, hardware, such as the cloud service, voice gateways, IP phones, dashboard as the monitoring tool. So CAAP requires a solution that is fully scalable. For future expansion, CAAP intends to implement IPPBX system to CAAP regional and the field offices and airports. So to ensure service reliability and vast network coverage, bidder should be an existing telecommunication or internet service provider company operating in the Philippines. And this one is one of the, yung ine-encourage namin, interested parties are encouraged to conduct site inspection. Tapos na po yung pero bago po yung idadagdag po namin as per also the BAC Secretariat, magbi-pre-bid bulletin po kami kasi dahil meron pong site inspection, ang bid bulletin po namin is mag-i-issue po kami ng certificate of inspection, including yung copy ng company ID, person who conducted the inspection, company of the facility visitor's logbook reflecting the name of the person who conducted the inspection. So dito po sa head office, sa Manila Transmitter, FICG, CATC, and Tower. Yun lang po, ma'am. So, any questions from the prospective bidders?
Hi, Ma'am Cheryl. Magandang araw po. This is Nero po from PLDT. Actually, I have 3 clarifications lang po pertaining to eligibility and legal documents. Number 1 po, yun dun sa requirement nyo dun sa SLCC, page 19 po. Pwede pong page 19 bid data sheet.
Sir, saan dito? Page 19 to.
Yes, ma'am. Sa may pinakauna po ng bid data sheet po. Sa may taas.
Yan.
Yung nakalagay po kasi dun sa 5.3, the bidder shall have completed at least 2 similar contracts, the aggregate amount of which shall be equivalent to at least 25%. Pwede ho ba kaming as bidder na mag-provide ng one single largest completed contract with equivalent to at least 50% of the ABC? Will this possible po?
Teka, legal yan
Yes.
Sir, to the chair, Sir Rob, Attorney Rob,
Yes.
pwede pong pa-assist, sir, yun sa question niya kasi medyo legal eh.
You don't ask the chairman for legal. Wala ba tayong DWD for legal questions?
Yung sa SLCC po namin, aggregated 2 projects, pero pwede ba daw silang mag-submit ng one single largest lang?
Similar contract naman din. And at least 50% of the ABC. Actually kasi ma'am, just to na din po, sa mga bid requirement po kasi yun po talaga yung standard, yung 50% and one single largest completed contract po.
Oo, hindi kasi nabago na rin yan sa Sige, kung hindi namin masasagot na yun, okay lang na i-email mo kami tapos sasagutin ka na lang namin through email. Tapos
Sure.
if ever, kung magbibigay kami ng bid bulletin, lalagay na lang namin sa bid bulletin.
Okay, sige
Okay.
ma'am. And
Next
second naman ma'am po is dun sa page 20 naman din po ng BDS. Yung sa Omnibus 1 statement, may mga additional po na requirement na nakalagay po doon. Yung na-mention niyo po kanina, yung number 1 is yung certification under oath attesting that they have no pending cases against the government. Pwede ho ba kami kuha or sample copy or template para at least magkaroon din po kami na idea.
Ay, yung template, sir, nandun sa, nasa, lahat, later part nitong bid documents, lahat po ng forms na isasubmit nyo, naka-templated na po siya lahat dun, sir.
Correct, ma'am. Actually, ma'am, na-review ko na din po siya. Yes, nandun po templated po yung omnibus sworn statement. Kaya lang kasi yung certification under oath attested that they have no pending cases. Hindi po siya na-mention dun eh. So, ang interpretation po namin is bidder shall do or shall provide a certification.
Yung sa legal kasi, sir, yung sa legal po, kinukuha po yun dito sa office. Pag sinabi nyo lang po na kukuha kayo ng legal clearance, ide-direct nila po kayo sa enforcement and legal service po para dun po kayo kukuha. Nandun po sa kanila yung
Okay. Sige pa. Sige, yun na lang din, ma'am. And i-add na lang din namin din po sa written letter. And then lastly po is yung contract term of the project.
Sorry?
Contract term of the project.
Ay, nandito po yung nasa schedule po siya. Yung terms of payment po kasi naka-specify, napin ko lang dito. Pero naka-specify po siya na naka-subscription, monthly subscription siya.
Okay, for 1 year po ba to?
For 1 year, yes, for 1 year. Nakalagay
Okay, yun
dito
lang
na
po,
for
ma'am.
1 year. Okay.
Thank you.
Any more questions po? To the chair, parang wala na pong tanong. Thank you po.
Good afternoon, Chair.
Ayun, may tanong pa po. Si Sir EJ Juan.
Good afternoon po, EJ, ma'am, sa PLDT rin po. Ma'am, with regards to the, sa ocular inspection or yung site survey, how soon can we, do the survey po?
Yung survey po, bago sana mag-May 12, pwede na po kayo mag-site survey. Pagkatapos po ng pre-bid hanggang bago magkaroon ng pwede na po. Makipag-coordinate lang po dito sa MIS.
Sige po. Thank you, ma'am.
Hello, ma'am. Permission to speak po, Celine.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, clarify ko lang po yung sa page 31, line item 2.
31.
Oo.
Yan.
Yes, ma'am. Yung sa number 2 po, meron tayong, ma'am, doon sa technical specifications na nabanggit for that, na pwede ba, ma'am, mag-provide ng other phones? Kasi parang may nabanggit po na X3S and X3G dun sa... po.
Ibang phone. Saglit, ito po, sagutin po kayo ni Sir Dennis.
Yes po.
Sa hands.
Yung sa specs po niya, nandito po siya sa my page.
Page
37.
37.
Handset specifications po. 36 and 37 po.
36, 37. Yan. Sabihin mo kung Sorry, hindi ko makita.
Okay.
Kasi ang alam ko, ang basang ginawa lang namin kasi dito, itong X3SP tsaka X3G.
Apo.
Anong issue sa POE?
Ma'am? Ano daw po yung issue dun sa POE and ABO?
Hindi naman, sir, wala naman pong issue. Question ko lang po if may nabanggit po kasi dito, X3G tsaka X3SP, which I think fan units po siya. I'm wondering lang po po if we can offer other brand
Siguro ano yan,
with the same.
sa tingin ko, ano yan, ma'am, basta yung AEB enabled, example, X3SP, ang example lang
Alright.
po, pag naka-enclose, example siya, ma'am.
Okay. Got it, ma'am.
Pero yung handset po, generic lang po talaga. Yung mga features na ligay namin.
And then, okay lang po, may question pa po ako, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am, okay lang.
Number 7 po, yung sa PBX system admin training po and PBX end users training, ano po yung medyo confusing lang po kasi 12 slots saka 50 slots.
Bali yung, sige ma'am, ano po yung tanong? Ibig sabihin lang ma'am ng 12 slots, sa administration side, yung mga yung management po, so 12 packs, so 12 persons.
12 na may super admin account po. Alright.
Tapos dun sa PBX end user training, yung sa handset, yun yung sa end user side, 50 lang. Yung mga protocols po nila, yung mga halimbawa po, yung basic how to use yung handset na ibibigay nyo. Basic lang, ma'am.
Oo, ang ano kasi ma'am sa akin, ang understanding ko is 50 sessions of
slots,
user
ma'am.
training. Opo, kaya
Slot lang po, slot.
Okay. Slots lang po talaga siya. Okay. And then, 1-year warranty. And then, ma'am, meron po dun sa line item 8 na gateway, pero wala naman po yatang gateway na needed for this, ano?
Saan
Sa
po,
line,
ma'am?
sa number 8 po.
Number 8, warranty and support?
Opo, and gateway po. Sa gateway po.
Nasa kaya yung gate? Ma'am, yung sa warranty and support, yung basic warranty and support, ano yung gateway? Nabasa ko yan kanina. Ma'am, anong page?
Ayun ma'am, hinahanap ko rin sana ma'am yung specs ng gateway. Kasi wala rin pong voice gateway.
Teka, parang nakita ko yan.
Okay, okay na ma'am. The provider must supply required software, cloud server, voice gateway.
May Teka, ito po si Dennis. Ano yun?
Sige, sir.
Ang understanding kasi namin, yung gateway na yan, that's the only device na naka-on-prem dito. So, yung hosting kasi niyan nasa cloud na eh. Nandun sa service provider. So, only the gateway, yan lang yung understanding namin nung sa pag-aaral po namin ng Cloud PBX.
Opo.
Oo. Dapat may gateway kami dito.
Okay, sir. And then, hangan lang record nyo sir na may gateway or okay din po na wala? Kasi we can do, pure cloud setup po.
Oo, pwede
Okay.
wala.
Siguro mas maano yun dun sa una namin requirement na yung proposal nyo po, yung detailed, sa requirements po namin, yung detailed na proposals nyo, yung design, and kung paano nyo itatackle po yung requirements namin, dun mo yung lalabas yung yun. Kasi sa existing po namin meron nun. So, kung mailalagay nyo po yung sa requirement namin, pero may meron kayong suggestion or meron kayong
Mas magandang
recommendation.
recommendation. Yes, ma'am. Okay.
Kaya po yung TOR, really generic po lahat.
Yes, ma'am.
Kasi
Opo.
may kami for the proponents to suggest paano yung pinakamagandang ngayon.
That's good to hear, ma'am. And then, siguro last question ko na lang, ma'am. Yung sa number of sessions po, dun sa pinaka-line.
Okay. Kasi tayo nagbabago dahil nga dun sa new normal. So, lagay lang kami ng slot. Siguro sa implementation, depende po sa situation natin ngayon kung paano po yung training. Kung isa lang ba or per group, depende po dun sa magiging health situation po ng natin. So, pag hindi ko po siya masasabi na isa lang, actually pwedeng isa lang, di ba? So, pero depende po yun, ma'am. Tingnan na lang natin sa implementation. Pero yung sa slots, nandun lang po kami sa 50, pero yung sa administrations, malamang ma'am, yung sa administration, isang slot lang yan. Kasi 12 lang naman po yan.
Ma'am, yung how about po yung sa connectivity natin, yung sa trunk line po, yung sa SIP trunks po or ISDN po?
Anong tanong niyo, ma'am, doon?
Kung ilang sessions po sana? Yung ilang SIP trunks po?
Ilan sa existing po natin, 60. 60 ngayon kami at any given time, naka-60 po kami.
Okay, got it, ma'am. And then, Sir Dennis, question ko po, if required nyo po dun sa Cloud PBX ng may call recording po? Or
Better.
better po?
Pero,
Pero for operation lang po ba yun?
Hindi po siya requirement, ma'am.
Okay. Sige. Got it po. I'm good na po from my end. Thank you. Rob, Dexter, do you have questions?
Okay na po, ma'am. Okay na po.
Okay. Thank you.
Remind ko lang po, dun sa lahat ng magtatanong, pwede naman din po na mag-i-email lang tayo sa BAC Secretariat, tapos sasagutin na lang din po namin, tapos pag-usapan po namin kung kailangan pong i-bid docs yung mga questions niyo po. Pero any more questions po, sir, ma'am?
Yes, good afternoon, ma'am. John Leongson po from PLDT.
Good afternoon, sir.
Apo. Ma'am, i-clarify ko lang po itong sa page 36 po sa technical po, ma'am. Yung pong...
Wala. Teka lang. Wala.
Ma'am, yung pong radio MPLS transport link po, ma'am. Na in transport link po via radio MPLS.
yes.
Opo.
Yes.
Sir, opo.
Teka
Sir, sige pa.
Ang intindi sa namin yan, sir, yung radio na yan, yung dalawang natin, Power and FICG, yung po ba yung tinatanong, sir?
Opo. Ano po ba ito, sir? Magpo-provide po kami ng IP radio connectivity?
IP radio, sa inyo, kayo po magpo-provide. Pero parang ang understanding namin dito is nasa local network na namin siya. Hindi na siya gagamit ng public circuit or telco circuit.
So ano lang po, sir, yung requirement po natin dito?
Radio, the link.
So existing na po yung radio natin, sir?
Hindi pa po.
Okay. So we need to provide po ng equipment, sir, dito
Yes,
po.
sir. Yes, sir.
So from saan po yung pinakaano natin, sir? Yung point A po natin dito.
Yung point A is CAAP main office. John, you're from PLDT?
Yes, sir, po, sir. Kasama ko po si EJ po.
Kasi
Apo.
before etong araw na ito, we have we had a meeting with your technical team. I believe nag-send po kami sa kanila ng coordinates to PLDT.
Ganun po. Sige po, sir. Usap na lang po kami ni
Yes, sir.
EJ. Okay po.
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Any more questions po, ma'am, sir?
Ma'am, yung sa terms and conditions po, monthly managed service naman po tayo, no?
Apo.
Okay po. Thank you.
If no more questions po, ulitin ko lang po, Kung may maalala po kayong tanong, kindly email the BAC Bravo Secretariat, and then we are going to answer your queries through email.
Ma'am, may
Isa pa?
tanong ko lang.
Sige.
Opo, yung sa technical ko. Yung cloud PBX solution po will be purely cloud.
Oo, cloud.
Wala pong i-install na
Wala.
gateway. That's fine with you. Okay.
Gateway?
Aside from the
Oo,
IP phones
pwede.
po, wala na
Kung
po.
ano po yun eh. Kasi kung ano po yung capabilities
Recommendation.
nyo eh. Oo.
Yes, ma'am.
At saka kung ano yung capabilities nyo. Kasi alam ko po yung isa sa facility namin, hindi kailangan ng gateway.
Mm-mm. Okay. Sige, ma'am. So, purely hosted po siya.
Apo. Yes.
Thank you. Sige po.
Yun na naman ngayon yung trend eh.
Tama, ma'am.
So kung wala na pong questions, ito-turn ko na po yung table sa back. Ma'am, sir. Thank you po. Thank you po sa participation nyo. Remind ko lang po, May 12 yung opening ng bids, and kindly coordinate din po sa BAC kung kailan, or sa MIS kung kailan po yung gusto nyo pong site visit before May 12. Pero preferred po namin sana next week para to the chair, okay na po yata kami.
Okay, if there are no more questions, as mentioned, you can submit your queries through in writing or through email to our back secretariat. And you have 10 days until the opening of bids for us, to submit the same for us to answer them. In any case, we look forward to your submissions. We terminate this pre-bid conference now. Maraming salamat po for attending. Secretariat, can we move on, please? You.
To the chair. Next in our agenda is the pre-procurement for the project entitled Purchase of Various Drugs and Medicine Supplies. But for this item, sir, may we request the recommendation from the DWG since that the end user requested the deferment of this project since they have to conduct further review pa daw po ng documents nila.
Sige, but before we proceed, can we clear the room first of the bidders earlier? Ano pa ba?
Pardon po, Chair.
Clear na ba tayo nung palabas na ba yung mga bidders kanina? Hello, Secretariat?
On process na po, sir. To the chair, we are clear na po.
Sige, please proceed. And you, sir?
Next up of the agenda, sir, is the pre-procurement conference for the project
Yes,
entitled...
oo, nasabi mo na. Sabi
Yes,
mo,
sir.
patanungin mo si end user kung anong gagawin. Ano nang mangyayari?
Requesting the recommendation from the TWG po.
Mr. Chair, the TWG recommends the deferment of this pre-procurement conference for the next BAC meeting, the BAC Bravo.
Because, anong pong reason, sir?
Due to some clarifications that that the end user need to do with their bid documents.
Do you have any objections from our other members? if there's none, let's defer this matter for the next back meeting. Hearing none, this matter is deferred. Sige, Secretary, can we move on, please?
Next in the agenda is the presentation of post-qualification report for the following projects. First is the supply and delivery of 82 pieces Kyocera toner for the photocopying machine at central office, amounting to 1,059,200. This is a project of procurement division. May we call on Engineer Kalia for the presentation of post-qualification.
Thank you, Baksek. I'm going to share my screen lang, sir. Wait po. Sir, can you see my screen, sir? Okay, sir. On behalf of BAC Bravo, DWG, I'm here to present the post-qualification report of the project supply and delivery of 82 pieces Kyocera toner for the photocopying machines at CAAP Central Office. The approved budget for the contract is 1,059,200. The mode of procurement is direct contracting. The date and place of the opening of bid was on 27 December 2021 at CAAP Conference Room, CAAP Compound, Nia Road, Ninoy Aquino Avenue, Pasay City. The name of bidder is Photocopy Corporation, and their submitted bid is 1,059,200. The finding as per the submitted eligibility documents are the field job certificate of registration and membership is found to be responsive and was issued on May 6, 2021 and is valid until 11 May 2022. Next is the business permit is found to be responsive also. The business permit is issued by the City of Makati Business Permit Office on the 21 of January 2022 and is valid until 31st of December 2022. Next is the latest income and business tax returns is also found to be responsive. The bidder have submitted an annual income tax return for the calendar period ending December 2020, filed on 13 April 2021. Next is the valid certificate of sole distributorship is also found to be responsive. The bidder have submitted a sworn certificate of guarantee as exclusive distributor dated 12 March 2021 and is valid until 31 March 2022. Next is the supplier quotations offer is also found to be responsive. We have over the total calculated bid of 1,059,200 pesos, the same as the ABC. And finally, the detailed bill of materials quantities is also found to be responsive. And with the above findings, the BAC TWG Bravo hereby recommends that the awarding of the contract in the amount of 1,059,200 pesos to Photocopy Corporation is hereby recommended for having to comply with all the requirements. That's all, Mr. Chair.
All right, thank you. Do you have any comments or questions from our members regarding the presentation? If there's none, maybe we can have a motion. Please place on the recommendation.
Motion, Mr. Chair.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. I move to adopt the recommendation of the TWG to award the contract of the project for the sir, yung title ng project. The award of supply and delivery of 82 pieces Kyocera toner for the fog machine of the CAAP Central Office for having been complied all the requirements. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Do you have a second?
Seconded, Mr. Chair.
All right. Can we go back to the recommendation, please? Okay, there being a motion duly seconded, the recommendation of the TWG for the award of the project to Photocopy Corporation is hereby adopted and the motion is carried. Okay, with that, let's proceed, please. Next item on the agenda.
Next item, sir, is the modernization of 2 units passenger elevator at the CAAP admin building, bid number 22-009-03 under BGMS. This is a direct contracting, sir. Post-qualification report will be presented by Engineer Atienza.
Mr. Chair, in behalf of the TWG, I will be presenting the post-qualification report for the modernization of 2 units project passenger elevator at CAAP admin building. Location of the project is CAAP Central Office. Approved budget for the contract is 2,652,648 pesos. Mode of procurement is direct contracting. The date and place of opening of bids was on March 23, 2022, the CAAP conference room. Name of bidder is Hyundai Elevator Services Philippines Incorporated, and the submitted bid is also 2,652,648, the same as the ABC. For the findings, as per submitted eligibility, technical and financial documents during the opening of bids, the business or mayor's permit submitted is responsive. Business permit issued by Quezon City LGU on January 30, 2022 with expiration date on January 30, 2023. The omnibus sworn statement is also responsive, duly notarized. Omnibus sworn statement signed and notarized on March 22, 2022. For the latest income and business tax returns in the form specified in the BTS was also responsive. Annual income tax returns for CY 2020 and 2021, which were stamp received by the BIR on 23 April 2021 and 11 April 2022, respectively. The NFCC is also found to be responsive. The NFCC is equal to 242,809,440, which is above the ABC. The certificate of exclusive distributorship submitted was also found to be responsive, and it was issued on February 21, 2022. For the technical documents, in conformity with the technical specifications, was found responsive with and issued a statement of compliance with the technical specifications. For the financial document, the bidder offered a total bid of 2,652,648, and after bid evaluation, the calculated bid is the same and within the ABC. For the submitted documents, for the post-qual, PhilJEP's certificate of registration and membership was submitted and found to be responsive. Was issued on February 9, 2022 and valid until February 9, 2023. For the latest income and business tax returns, were found to be responsive. Annual income tax returns for calendar year 2020-2021, which were stamp received with the BIR on April 23, 2021 and April 11, 2022, respectively. For the business licenses and permits, these were found to be responsive. Certificate of registration issued by the BIR dated 17 February 1998. The business permit issued by the Quezon City LGU on January 30, 2022 with expiration date on January 30, 2023. Tax clearance issued on January 24, 2022, and valid until January 24, 2023. Pickup license, specialty elevator or escalator category C with license number 46928, issued on January 8, 2021, and valid until September 25, 2022. For the audited financial statements submitted, were found to be responsive for CY 2020 and calendar year 2021, which were stamp received by the BAR on April 23, 2021 and April 11, 2022 respectively. For the recommendation with reference to the above findings, the bid proposal of Hyundai Elevator Services Philippines Incorporated was evaluated and considered as the single calculated and responsive bid for the project entitled Modernization of 2 units passenger elevator at CAAP Admin Building. In this regard, awarding of the contract in the amount of 2,652,648 pesos to Hyundai Elevator Services Philippines Incorporated is highly recommended for having complied with all the legal, technical, and financial requirements. That's all, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Do you have any comments or questions from our members on the
Through the
presentation?
chair.
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, question lang po, hindi po ba direct contracting sa Hyundai ito?
Direct contracting, ma'am.
Parang tingin ko lang, applicable talaga na sasabihin natin single calculated responsive bid.
For a while, ma'am. I will confirm. We'll just do away with the phrase single calculated and responsive bid. Ma'am, the word single was deleted.
Okay, sir. After tinitinan ko, hinanap ko yung meron po sa ano, di ba? Sa IRR, yung about single calculated responsive bid, naka, ano naman, identified. Baka mali rin ako.
Are we looking into this, TWG? In any case, it's a matter of, I don't know, it's a phrasing, but doesn't really affect the outcome of the evaluation. And it can just determine the proper phrase for this and then change it accordingly. But regarding the principal recommendation for the award, uh, ano na ba to? Award na to, no?
Yes, sir.
For the
Recommended
award,
for
for the award of the project in the elevator services as an outcome of this direct contracting. Do you have any comments or queries from the members? If it's not, let's have a vote.
Motion na lang, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. I move to adopt the recommendation of TWG to award the project for the modernization of 2 units passenger elevator at CAAP Admin Building to Hyundai Elevator Services Philippines, Inc. Thank you.
Thank you. Do you have a second?
A second, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, sir. There being a motion duly seconded, the recommendation of TWG for the award of the project to in the Philippines is hereby adopted, and the motion is carried. This is all subject to the proper phrasing, as pointed out earlier by our back members. Thank you. Do you have any further items for today's agenda?
Yes, Mr. Chair, we have items for determination of mode of procurement. Under item 5.1, purchase and delivery of parts and services of Kyocera multifunction laser copier TASKalfa 3101 in the amount of 68,099 pesos. End user would be AFS. For recommended mode of procurement is direct contracting.
Can we do this the way we established? DWG, can you go through one by one yung sa recommendations niyo for each item, and then we'll just ask if there's any objections. For 5.1, this is for direct contracting. TWG or end user. Wala tayong taga-TWG for this.
Yes, Mr. Chair. The TWG recommends direct contracting as the mode of procurement for the project purchase and delivery of parts and services of Kyocera multifunction laser copier TASKalfa 30101 amounting to 68,099 pesos.
Now just tell us why. Why is it direct contracting? That's what we're interested in.
The end user provided the certificate of exclusive distributorship with the red ribbon from Kyocera Document Solutions Asia Limited.
So this cannot be sourced by and from anyone else. Members, do you have any objections on the recommendation? For it, hearing none, we will adopt this for the recontracting. Move on, please. 5.2. Theology, 5.2.
Mr. Chair,
To the chair.
preventive maintenance.
Sorry, sir? Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. This is John Marie from TWG. The TWG recommends the proposal of the end user admin finance for a direct contracting for the project Kyocera. And this
Sir,
project
tapos
is
na tayo dyan. Nasa 5.2 na tayo. 5.2. Preventive maintenance air conditioning unit at CATC for 1 year. SVP. Anong recommendation ng TWG for this and why?
To the chair, The TWG recommends the mode of procurement to be a small value procurement for the project preventive maintenance of air conditioning units at CATC for 1 year, amounting to 700,000 pesos. The air conditioning units are composed of ceiling, split type, and cabinet types.
TWG? So, di pa tayo sa mode of procurement. Ang dami na to. Parang di tayo, ang bagal natin. Supposed to just go through this very quickly. If we're not ready, let's just defer all of this. Sayang yung oras namin. Secretary TWG, can we hear from you, please? Thank you.
May I call on the end user for this project? CATC, ma'am. Sir, since the end user is not in this meeting, the TWG recommends the mode of procurement for the preventive maintenance of air conditioning units at CATC for 1 year, amounting to 700,000 pesos, be small value procurement. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
SVP, because this off the shelf.
Mr. Chair.
Yes, sir.
I understand, sir, yung aircon na yata ng CATC is wala namang exclusivity, kaya through SBB ang recommendation.
Yes, actually, alam ko naman yun. I'm waiting for the TWG to state their reason para on record naman kahit pa paano pinresent natin na maayos. Kasi at this point, parang wala nung represent na maayos, binabasa nyo lang yung title eh. Basa lang kung ano nakasulat sa agenda. I dispense with the full, I requested for that the full presentation of this be dispensed with, katulad ng ginagawa before with General Jan because it takes too much time. But, yun naman ganito, na binabasa nyo lang yung title, so okay na. Pakita nyo naman, no, you actually deliberated on this and you actually looked into this before presenting. The end user is not even here. We can't even ask them if we want to ask questions, we can't even ask them. Kindly, for mode of procurement, kindly request na nandito yung end user at the very least para po may tanong, may sasagot. Tapos yung DWG, kindly have a proper recommendation on this. Hindi yung binabasa nyo lang yung title. Okay. Sige, I understand this is not an off-the-shelf goods that needs to be that can be bought by shopping, so it's SVP. Do you have any objection from our members? If there's none, if there's no objection, we'll just adopt this recommendation, please.
I have none, sir.
Okay. All right. Hearing no objection, the recommendation is hereby adopted. This is for SVP. Can we proceed? 5.3.
5.3.
Mr. Chair, 5.3, procurement for 5 pieces vacuum cleaner for various offices amounting to 26,500.
Are you the end user for this? Okay, wala. Ito na lang lahat ng item na wala end user, let's refer it. Okay? So let's adopt this deferred. AFS mo guys, wala ba kayo muna dito?
Kanina, sir, nakita ko yung facilities maintenance and nag-leave siya kanina. Baka nawala ng internet po.
Okay. Defer this for now. Let's move on. 5.4. Rechargeable emergency light for various offices. AFS as well, 50,000 pesos. Recommendations for SVP. You have the end user here. Again, there being no end user, let's have this item deferred. 5.6. 14 pieces of paper shredder for various CAAP offices. This is for the procurement division. This is the end user. Wala din. Let's have this deferred. 50-volt cabinet fireproof section. Second, wala din yung end user. We'll have this deferred. Next one is also AFS. Let's have this deferred. 5.9, purchase and delivery of Allison transmission main filter kit and what's this? Transient oil for Oshkosh fire trucks. AGMS. You have an end user here?
End user.
End user, sir. Raul Crucena, sir.
Sige. The recommendation is for direct contracting. Bakit po?
Oshkosh Fire Truck, sir. Gawa ng ang binigyan lang, sir, ng authority ng Oshkosh is yung isang company lang dito. Sila lang po yung authorized na mag-ano ng
Meron kayong proof na sole distributor sila dito? Or
yes, sir. Meron po, sir.
Anong meron kayo? Certificate?
Certificate, sir. Exclusive distributorship.
Okay. Sige. TTWG, what's your recommendation on this? Same?
Mr. Chair, the TWG recommends direct contracting as the mode of procurement for this project.
Alright. Sige. We'll consider this recommendation. Members, do you have any objections on the recommendations? If there's none, we'll just adopt the recommendation for direct contracting. Alright. Hearing none, recommendation is hereby adopted. Sige, let's move on, please. Last item is 5.10. Repair maintenance of Kyocera multi-function laser copier. Also an AFS project. Do you have the representative from AFS here? Okay, wala ulit. Let's have these items deferred. So all these items na wala yung mga user, let's have this deferred for the next meeting. And the WG secretary can make sure they attend. So that someone can after.
Sir, permission to talk, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, this is from the procurement office. Sir, I am waiting for the 5.6, which is procurement office for the SBP.
Yes, ma'am.
Na-skip po ito.
Na po kung hindi po namin skip na lang. Kanina ka po namin inaantay. Tinawag ko po, wala pong sumasagot.
Kasi agad yung safety vault. So sa procurement po, ang request po namin is for this item is SBP. Sir, okay na po yun. Sir, ito pa po yun, sir. Sa item 5.3, 5.4, 5.5, may sumasagot po kasi kanina. So, in-expect ko po na sila na po yung sumasagot tungkol doon sa AFS na to. Kasi various po ito. Iba-iba po yung mga recipient po nitong items na to. Pero kung sakali po, dahil po kami po yung nag-consolidate ang procurement, ay ako na po yung sumasagot, sir, na SBP po, itong 5.3, 5.4, 5.5, at saka ito pong 5.8. So, the same na po from 5.3, 4.5, 5.6, 7.8. Ang recommendation po namin na SBP. So, sorry for so late kasi ini-expect ko po na may sumasagot po kasi kanina. Hinayaan ko na lang po.
Okay. Sige, kaya tinatanong di sumasagot. Sige, let's go back. Let's go back very quickly.
So, okay po. Thank you very much po for accepting the late information for this, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Ito na po. Balikan natin 5.3, vacuum cleaner. This the recommendation of SVP. Do you have any objection?
Go on, Mr. Chair.
This is we'll adopt this for SVP. 5.4, rechargeable emergency light, also for SVP. Have any objection?
None, Mr. Chair.
Hearing none. This is hereby adopted. 5.5, air purifier for various offices, also for SVP. Do you have any objections?
None, Mr. Chair.
This is adopted as well. 5.6, paper shredder for various CAAP offices, SVP. Do you have any objections?
None, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. This is hereby adopted. 5.7, vault cabinet, fireproof checking section. This is also for SVP. Do you have any objections?
None, Mr. Chair.
Right. Recommendation is adopted. And then uninterruptible power supply, UPS for various offices. Do you have any objections? This is for SVP.
Also none, Mr. Chair.
Okay.
Mr. Chair.
Recommendation is adopted for SVP. And lastly, for 5.10, repair maintenance of Kyocera multifunction laser copier for direct contracting. Do we have AFS, or in this case procurement? Do you have the proof of sole distributorship of this? End user? Wala na naman. Sino kausap ko kanina?
Mr. Chair.
Yes, sir.
Siguro kung wala sir na mag-represent para dito, I move na to defer na lang muna.
Alright. Sige, do you have any second?
Second, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, ma'am. There be motion duly seconded that this item 5.10, repair maintenance of Kyocera multifunction laser copier, be accordingly deferred, considering there's no end user to answer the questions. Sige. With that, let's close the items for mode of procurement. Let's move on to other matters. Do you have anything for other matters for today?
None for the Secretariat, Mr. Chair.
Sige. There being no other items, no matters under and already adjourned the meeting. Sige, sa quartal meeting. Maraming salamat po for all the presenters and TWG Secretariat, and then for all our members who are present. Maraming salamat po for always being there. Sige po, meeting is hereby adjourned. Thank you and good afternoon.
Thank you for
Thank
your
you, Mr. Chair. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, sir.